are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure it steals your heart away.
Now Clancy was a peaceful man, if you know what I mean. The cops picked up the pieces after Clancy left the scene. He never looked for trouble, that's a fact you can assume. But nevertheless, when trouble would press, Clancy lowered the boom.
Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom.
OLeary was a fighting man, they all knew he was tough. He strutted round the neighborhood, shooting up his guff. He picked a fight with Clancy, then and there he sealed his doom. Before you could shout, OLeary, look out, Clancy lowered the boom.
Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom.
The neighbors all turned out for Kate O'Grady's wedding night. McDougal said, let's have some fun, I think I'll start a fight. He wrecked the hall, then kissed the bride and pulverized the groom. Then quick as a wink, before you could think, Clancy lowered the boom.
Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom.
Mulrooney walked into the bar and ordered up a round. He left his drink to telephone and Clancy drank it down. Mulrooney said, who drunk me drink, I'll lay him in his tomb. Before you could tap the top of your hat, Clancy lowered the boom.
Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Boom, 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 boom. Clancy lowered the boom.
She's the daughter of Rosie OGrady, a regular old-fashioned girl. She isn't crazy for diamond rings, silkens and satins and fancy things. She's just a sweet little lady, and when you meet her you'll see why I'm glad I caught her, the daughter of Rosie OGrady. She's the daughter of Rosie OGrady, a regular old-fashioned girl. She isn't crazy for diamond rings, silkens and satins and fancy things. She's just a sweet little lady, and when you meet her you'll see why I'm glad I called her the daughter of Rosie OGrady. Oh, fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, quick or I'll be gone. Fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, I'm a leprechaun. Back in old Ireland, in days of yore, there lived a little man who's seldom seen anymore. Stood 6 inches high and always dressed in green, a master of the magic, the best ever seen. Wearing silver buckles and golden bells, and he would go a-singing through the dells. Oh, fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, quick or I'll be gone. Fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, I'm a leprechaun. When I was a wee boy, Mother, once I was told about the little leprechaun and his crop of gold. Yes, golden sovereigns and more than this. If you could catch the little leprechaun, he'd grant you a wish. That catching this wee man was hard, I fear. Whenever I would see him, he would always disappear. Oh, fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, quick or I'll be gone. Fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, I'm a leprechaun. You can say I was drunk or even call me a liar, but one night in the woods I saw a fire. I thought I'd get close just to have me a peek, so through the woods slowly I started to creep, and to my surprise danced around the ring were a score of little leprechauns, and I heard them sing. Oh, fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, quick or I'll be gone. Fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, I'm a leprechaun. I thought that I would wait until they'd finished their fun, and when they'd go to sleep, then maybe I would catch me one. Oh, tired and weary, they lay down by a log. I caught one very tightly, and he turned into a frog. All wet and slippery, from my hands he did spring. As he hopped through the woods, I could hear him sing. Oh, fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, quick or I'll be gone. Fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, I'm a leprechaun. Oh, fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, quick or I'll be gone. Fiddly-diddly, catch-a-middy-me, I'm a leprechaun. I'm a leprechaun. Oh, Mary, this London's a wonderful sight, with the people here working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the streets. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found there, I might as well be where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea. I believe that when writing a wish you expressed as to how the fine ladies in London were dressed, well, if you will believe me, when asked to a ball, faith they don't wear a top to their dresses at all. Oh, I've seen them myself, and you could not, in truth, say if they were bound for a ball or a bath. Don't be starting them fashions now, Mary McCree, where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea. Remember, young Peter O'Loughlin of Coss. Well, now he is here at the head of the foss. I met him today, I was crossing the Strand, and he stopped the whole streets with one wave of his hand. And there we stood talking of days that are gone, while the whole population of London looked on. But for all those great powers, he's wishful to be where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea. There's beautiful girls here, never mind, with beautiful shapes nature never designed, and lovely complexions, all roses and cream, that O'Loughlin remarks with regard to the same, that if at those roses you venture to sip, the colors might all come away on your lip. So I'll wait for the wild rose that's waiting for me, where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea.
It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly, farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there. How are things in Glockamora? Is that little brook still leaping there? Does it still run down to Donegal, through Killybegs, Kilkerry and Kildare?
How are things in Glockamora? Is that willow tree still weeping there? Does that lassie with the twinkling eye come smiling by? And does she walk away sad and dreamy there, not to see me there?
So I ask each weeping willow and each brook along the way, and each lass that comes a sighing to relay. How are things in Glockamora this fine day?
There was a wild colonial by Jack Gwynn was his name. He was born and reared in Ireland in a place called Castlemaine. He was his father's only son and his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the early age of 16 years he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny land he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich and helped the poor, he stabbed James McAvoy. A terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. For 2 more years this daring youth ran on his wild career, with a head that knew no danger and a heart that knew no fear. He robbed outright the wealthy squires, and their arms he did destroy. And woe to all who dared to fight the wild colonial boy. One morning on the prairie, while Jack Dugan rode along, while listening to the mockingbirds sing a cheerful song, out jumped three troopers fierce and grim, Kelly Davis and Fitzroy. They all set out to capture him, the wild colonial boy. Surrender now, Jack Dugan, come, you'll see there's 3-1. Surrender in the Queen's name, sir, you are a plundering son. Jack drew 2 pistols from his side and glared upon Fitzroy. I'll fight but not surrender, said the wild colonial boy. He fired a shot at Kelly, which brought him to the ground. He fired point blank at Davis too, who fell dead at the sound. But a bullet pierced his brave young heart from the pistol of Fitzroy, and that is how they captured him, the wild colonial boy. Believe me if all those endearing young charms which I gaze on so fondly today were to change by tomorrow and fleet in my arms like fairy gifts fading away, thou wouldst still be adored as this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around the dear ruin each wish of my heart would entwine itself fervently still. It is not while beauty and youth are thine own, and thy cheeks unprofaned by a tear, that the fervor and faith of a soul can be known, to which time will but make thee more dear. Know the heart that has truly loved never forgets, but as truly loves on to a close, as the sunflower turns on her god when he sets, the same look that she gave when he rose. Have you heard of Phil the Fluter, who would never pay the rent? Whenever he was down and out without a single cent, he would circulate a notice to his neighbours one and all as to how he'd like the company that evening at the ball. And when writing out, he was careful to suggest to them that if they found a hat of his convenient through the door, the more they put in whenever he requested them, the better would the music be for battering the floor with the tune on the flute and the twiddle on the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle, oh, up and down, hands around, crossing to the wall. So come and join the gaiety and fill the flute's ball. First little Mickey Mulligan got up to show them how, and then the widow Cafferty steps out and takes a bow. I could dance you off your legs as she is short as you were born, if you'll only have the pipe to play the hair is on the corn. So Phil plays up to the best of his ability. The lady and the gentleman begin to do the share, while young Mick's a prancing with the great agility. Decrepit Mrs. Cafferty was leaping like a hare with the tune on the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle, oh, up and down, hands around, crossing to the wall. So come and join the gaiety and fill the flute's ball. Then Phil the Fluter tipped a wink to little crooked Pat. I think it's time, he says, for passing round the hat. So Paddy did the necessary, looking mighty cute. Says you've got to pay the piper when he toothers on the flute. They all joined in with the greatest joviality, covering the buckle and the shuffle and the trent. Jigs were danced of the very finest quality. The widow found a husband and the flute found the rent.
With the toot of the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle, oh, up and down, hangs around, crossing through the wall. So come and join the gaiety and fill the fluter's hall.